Sofia Vergara, aka Gloria Pritchett, is leaving behind her comic days and turning into a ruthless drug dealer. Of course, not in real life, but she's definitely doing it for the next Netflix narco series. Meet our upcoming Griselda Blanco. Before the king of cocaine, there was already a queen, and her name was Griselda Blanco. The Colombian drug dealer was literally not afraid of anything. She became a billionaire out of Miami's drug clientele during the 70s and the 80s. But she didn't become a high-standard criminal overnight. She started with baby steps when she was a teenager. At the age of 11, she started mugging alongside a group of other kids. There are plenty of stories to tell about Griselda and Sofia Vergara, who is about to star in her own version of the Facts Over miniseries on Netflix. So let's dive into these two Colombians' life stories and see if we come across some shocking facts. Griselda Blanco. Many people think it was Pablo Escobar who designed the cocaine routes from Colombia to the USA. But the real brain behind this white map was actually Griselda Blanco. After creating all these traces, all the other Colombian narcos based their commercial strategies on her work. Rumors and police records estimate she ran an empire that sent more than 1.5 tons of cocaine a month to the United States by sea and air. Logically, this amount of narco traffic led her to be among the richest women of her time. At the age of 11, La Madrina had a gang of pickpockets in Medellin, with which she covered her expenses. However, she decided they would commit a bigger crime, kidnapping a child from the most affluent neighborhoods of Medellin. According to several biographical books about Griselda, such as Cocaine Cowgirl, the little girl of only 11 murdered the child since the requested reward was not given to her, thus beginning her history of homicides, which is presumed to have exceeded 250 people. This queen earned $8 million every month, and since 1973 she was part of the list of criminals under DEA surveillance as a potential builder of a drug-dealing empire. And she certainly did, because she built that empire with blood and bullets. In less than a decade of narco-traffic activity, she introduced drugs into the United States worth $10 billion a year and ordered to killing of approximately 250 people. But when it came to settling old scores with her beloved ones, she did the dirty work herself. That's why she killed her third husband, and people started calling her the Black Widow. Did you know that wasn't her only nickname? She was also considered the godmother since she guided Pablo Escobar during his first steps as a narco dealer. In order to give even more irony to her life, she named her youngest son Michael Corleone Blanco, in honor of the Godfather's character. Among other curious stories about Griselda, you must know she tried to kidnap John Kennedy Jr. and owned a D set from Queen Elizabeth herself. She managed to have 1,500 narco dealers working for her, and when she finally got caught, they sent her to prison wearing a muzzle. Her life ended like it started, surrounded by drugs and weapons. On September 3, 2012, she was murdered outside a butcher shop by the same method that she promoted a few decades ago, motorized hitmen. There are a bunch of productions that tell Griselda's story, such as series and movies where the Black Widow was interpreted by Jennifer Lopez or Catherine Zeta-Jones. But now, let's talk about the ultimate Griselda Blanco. Sofia Vergara, aka Gloria Pritchett. Sofia Vergara. If you see her, you won't recognize her. That's how strong the transformation Sofia Vergara underwent to play the role of Griselda Blanco. Her dark, wavy hair was one of the changes that the actress underwent, to which we must add false teeth with pronounced blades and a prosthetic nose with a dropped tip. There is no doubt that one of the most amazing things about the change is her makeup, which is inspired by the style of that time with strong black eyeliner and a terracotta color on the lips. It should be noted that there is not much expectation for the Drug Dealers miniseries, but the arrival of Sofia Vergara has drawn some interest into the story. I'm going to watch it only for Sofia, another narco series, but it's Sofia, so I'm going to watch it, and she's going to kick ass with this role, they commented. Vergara will also serve as executive producer on the project alongside Luis Balaguer for Latin World Entertainment. Before launching Griselda, Sofia Vergara experienced was to be the highest paid actress in the world in 2020, leaving Scarlett Johansson behind, after joining the reality show America's Got Talent and negotiating a salary of $10 million per season. For 7 consecutive years, Sofia Vergara has enjoyed this achievement. Much of that was due to her starring role in Modern Family, where Vergara gave life to Gloria, Jay's young wife and Manny's devoted mother. She is the most iconic character of her career, and for playing it she earned $500,000 per episode. The other part of her millionaire income was based on her work as an actress in other titles, and in the different advertising campaigns in which she starred. By 2018, The last year she dominated the Forbes list, she had earned $37.5 million, far more than the previous season. Born and raised in Barranquilla, Sofia Margarita Vergara was a teenager when a beach day changed her life forever, without her even knowing it at the time. She was, at that time, a girl who was a dental student and planned a life as a professional with family and children in her country. However, one day she was with her parents and she crossed paths on the coast with Mario Mitroti, a talent scout who, captivated by her image, asked her if he could take a photo of her. Mitroti himself later called her to cast her in an advertisement for an international beverage brand, which catapulted her to immediate fame. The dental dreams were left behind. Sofia Vergara was going to be one of the most famous Latin actresses. In 2000, when she was 28, the actress was diagnosed with thyroid cancer. She had the gland removed, underwent treatment, and overcame the disease, which left her with a scar on her neck and permanent medication to prevent hypothyroidism. 2 years earlier, her brother Rafael had been murdered in an attempted kidnapping. And in 2011, her other brother, Julio, was deported from the United States after an arrest. So now we know Sofia's life hasn't been easy either, and hopefully, she will canalize all those sad stories into an unforgettable character, the new Griselda Blanco. Thanks for watching.